Get on there and order your groceries, and you can give them a window of time that you're going to pick it up. Like you can order it now and pick it up in 2 days. Now, I don't know how you do that with fresh produce. You may just have to wing it to see how it would go.
Well, this is what I've heard. If you use that service, just make up your mind that you're going to eventually have to get your own produce and probably your own.
Right.
Like, other than that, because they've got somebody making not the greatest money, and they got a produce list. They're not going to take off.
Now, I have heard that Reese's service is quite a bit better.
Well, leave it to Reese's,
Yeah. And they also do a pickup as well. And just drive in and they'll load your car for you. You've already prepaid for the groceries. So
they were doing this before all this, weren't they?
They were.
Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't a new service.
No, it's just a service that they're right now kicking Walmart's butt at.
It'd be interesting to see, like, when they open these restaurants back up, will people have gotten spoiled and feel entitled to everybody offering curbside service?
Well, I think in the end, this is this is going to be a fatter nation for sure. In the end, people are going to get used to not going outside, and they're going to get used to not taking a walk. You know?
I mean, they keep the list, and it's just because people won't use common sense. They keep having to shut places down. I saw, I don't know who it was. Tulsa hasn't done it yet, although Tulsa closed all the playgrounds but somewhere closed all their city parks because they can't get people to quit congregating in them. Like,
well, not only that, but people have a tendency to lean up against something or touch something or whatever. It like the worst thing imaginable right now would be the door handle inside of the men's bathroom at Quick Trip.
Yeah,
because I don't care if you've washed your hands or not. You wash your hands and scrub them. You touch that door handle, man. You got you got Dos Equis virus and the coronavirus and all of them.
You got them all right in your pocket.
You gotta. There's some technique, man. You gotta use the paper to dry your hands with, and if there's knobs for the sink, use the paper to turn the knobs off on the sink, and use the paper to open up the handle. Prop the door with your foot, and then throw it away.
No skin to surface contact, direct skin to surface contact.
No, not at all. And as a matter of fact, think about all the places that you put your hands that you really don't think about. Okay, door handles. Nobody ever thinks about that.
Uh-uh.
Not at all. Sink handles.
That one's kind of in the.
Yeah, but not everybody. I mean, there's people that leave the bathroom that don't even wash their hands, much less
think about stuff like that.
Exactly. Countertops wherever you're buying something. Money.
Oh, money.
If this stuff will live 24 hours on paper, you got a coronavirus colony in your wallet.
Yeah, I can't tell you that I'd be real happy to handle actual physical money right now.
No, man. I tell you what, that titanium Apple card that I have, that's in my Apple wallet. You just walk up and ding. Bing. Don't even have to touch it. Just get close.
Yeah. They were ahead of the game on that deal, weren't they?
Yeah, that was amazing. For me, the jury's still out. I'd kind of like to have an Apple Watch, but it makes me wonder if I'd be tethered to work more if I had one.
I keep going back and forth on one too. I don't know why, but I just do.
I think right now is a bad time for one. I don't see why somebody would need an Apple Watch working from home. If you get your computer in front of you, you know when the emails come in.
We're a society of convenience, though.
Well, we are. And at this point, I'm going to have to say thank God for like Netflix and Amazon Prime and Hulu and all those places that online that have TV shows and movies.
All the
and
streaming services.
Yeah, man. Everybody's using them. We're using the crap out of them. Speaking of which, what you been watching on Netflix or Prime besides that frickin' Tiger King?
I mean, I'm considering another go through the Tiger King time. I don't know yet. But,
really?
I did on Prime. I watched a movie named 31, which is a Rob Zombie movie. that I had never heard of. But I think I think he made it in 2016. Wasn't a big moneymaker for him. But,
I can't imagine his movies are just complete blockbusters anyways.
you know,
But he does put on
a
a good stage show and a concert.
it kind of had the same vibe as Devil's Rejects and
Right.
Three from Hell. It kind of had that same vibe about it. And of course, his wife is in it. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was a good flick. I haven't got into any good series. That's what I need.
I got back into some documentary stuff. Been watching some Vietnam War documentaries.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's lots out there for that. So I did that basically just to kind of learn, my dad wasn't in a popular unit in Vietnam. He was 173rd. You had most of your people, 1st Cav and 82nd Airborne, whatnot, and he was 173rd Light Infantry. It's light infantry meaning they don't take much with them.
Yeah.
They'll go out and scout and report back. And of course they were an airborne unit and it was a ranger unit. But as you know, veterans sometimes just don't really like to talk about things.
Right.
So, and he was one that was more closed-lipped than anybody else. So I'm kind of having to learn stuff about my dad's unit in documentaries.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize how many men from the 173rd died. It was a bunch.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it was bunch.
We just lost a ton.
Yeah, but specialized units took it.
Hammered.
They took it in the butt, man. They sure
Yeah,
did.
dude, that's a rabbit hole too. You start getting into some documentaries about Nam. That is a rabbit hole. You could spend as much time as you'll let yourself.
Well, and I've always been one that loves history, anyways.
Yeah, I do too.
So whether I wanted to do it just for finding out more, about Dad, what the unit did in Vietnam, I get to find out or educate myself on stuff that I did not know about. So I'm thankful that's there. I'm also thankful for the impromptu concerts that are going on. Man, you can catch like she's not really a family member. She's kind of considered a family member. She's my cousin's best friend, but she's always hung around my family and loved my family. Her name's Kata Hay. She's an entertainer in Nashville, and she gets on at 9 at night and just starts throwing some songs. Like, so give me some song requests. Pulls out her guitar and starts playing. Yeah.
That's cool.
Pretty cool, man. It's like a live concert. Your audience can't speak to you. They gotta send you messages. But
I mean, that is encouraging, man, to watch. Just it seems like everybody's trying to do something to help everybody else out to fight boredom and depression, and everybody's trying to offer somebody something that they can. That's cool.
Yeah, and one thing that I would suggest anybody, if you're watching a free concert by somebody and they're giving you some entertainment and some value for that, ask them if they have a Venmo. Shoot them $5 or $10. If you had a good time or if you enjoyed yourself, shoot them a few bucks. Those guys are missing out on their bar time, and that's how they make money there.
I was going to say, with the bars being closed,
yeah,
these guys are going to be struggling, man.
And everybody knows. Well, at least most people know. If you go to Nashville, being a musician, first off, if you think you're going to go to Nashville and be the talk of the town and the #1 guitar player when you get there, you figure out real quick there's 1,000 cats in front of you that are just as good, if not better than you are. That place is chock full of singers and musicians and damn good musicians. Dude, you could form 500 major bands.
Literally.
Yeah. With the singers and the musicians that are in
that
Nashville.
town's just dripping with talent, dude.
Oh,
I mean, there's so many people that'll never get discovered that probably deserve it.
Yeah, you go to like 3rd and Lindsay. Is it 3rd and Lindsay or 2nd and Lindsay? I want to say it's 3rd and Lindsay. Anyways, you go in there and you hear somebody play and you're like, why are these people not signed? And then you go to the next bar and you're like, why are these people not signed?
everywhere.
Everybody is good in Nashville. There's only a few in Nashville. And to make it in Nashville, you got to be great. You can't be good. You have to be great. And probably have to suck a little, you know what, because it's not only who you impress and who you sell to, it's who you know. You know, your path is a whole lot easier if you're blowing the record. So
that's an old tale from Confused, isn't it?
Well, probably was for Mindy McCready. Until she shot herself in the head.
Dude, I wasn't expecting that reference.
No, man. Left turn. Cha-ching. Let's stay on this. What are we doing to kill the boredom? This Tiger King thing could not have popped up at a more opportune time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because more people talk. I see more memes about Tiger King than I do the coronavirus.
Oh, dude, I know it is caught on fire, man. I mean, I can't imagine what that looks like to like sit in let's say you live in Utah and you turn that on. I can't imagine how it would try to wrap your head around it.
No. If you're Mormon, you're watching Tiger King because you can't go to the zoo. Wrong program, Jack.
Like or like people in like some super like urban area like Boston or Philadelphia watch it. Like, because they're like, oh, I knew everybody that lived in that part of the country. I knew that's. They're all like that.
Did you watch this freaking Tiger King guy? Jesus Christ. The inbreeders in Oklahoma, I swear.
But you're right. You're right about that, dude. I have seen that. Yeah, that's one of the more popular meme topics or subjects that's taken over right now is Joe Exotic. You're starting to see a lot less of.
Yeah. And of course, now there's memes out there that like, Carol did it. Carol did it. It wasn't Joe. Free Joe. Free Joe.
Carol got some explaining to do. I'll tell you that right now. Mm-hmm. Carol has got some explaining to do.
Because there's probably district attorneys and U.S. attorneys and judges who are also sitting at home just like us and who decided to watch that documentary and all of a sudden, okay, well, wait a minute.
Something I need to look into.
Perhaps we should revisit this.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Whatever it is, it's a topic for the day, a topic for the week.
Oh, man. And see, like anybody that knows us that like if Simo's buddies watch this and they come to him like, hey, man, we watched this Tiger King thing. Don't you know some guys from Oklahoma? If I was Simo, I'd be like, oh, yeah, and they're just like that. They're both just like that.
When we, I was born and lived in Kansas till I was about 6 years old and then came to Oklahoma to live with my grandparents. And I thought there were still cowboys and Indians on horses in Oklahoma. And I literally lived 70 miles across the border in Kansas.
Were you bummed out when there wasn't?
Kinda.
First the Gilligan's Island thing, and now this. Well,
my grandma and grandpa came to get us because my mom was using drugs, like Joe Exotic, even though he said he never did any drugs. You got to use drugs to have that kind of. Sorry, Donnie. But my grandmother and grandfather came to get us, and I can remember going back. It was a 1970 LTD. Ford LTD. Anyhow, the back, I want to call it dash. That
I know what you're talking
back
about.
area behind the seats, where the back glass is, dude. That was as big as a damn twin bed.
Yeah,
back there.
Mm-hmm.
So and nobody knew what seatbelts were, and nobody ever used them. So I'd lay up there in that back dash area, catch some sun, chill out. I can remember that. And then I remember coming into Oklahoma and like, where's the Cowboys and Indians?
This is bullshit.
Damn.
You really thought that?
Oh yeah, dude. I thought First off, I thought every cowboy movie was real and it was all in Oklahoma.